Okay, let's continue exposing the frauds. It's like the old saying goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. Okay, let's do a basic search and see who owns the domain inflation.us. According to this, someone called Gerard Adams. I wonder who this fellow is. Let's do a search. Now let's try typing that name into Google and seeing what we come up with. Oh, the first hit says Ripoff Report, WallStreetGrand.com, Gerard Adams Penny Stock. Oh, this looks interesting. Let's see what this is. Wow, it says here, WallStreetGrand.com, Gerard Adams Penny Stock newsletter fraud orchestrated by Wall Street Grand, Manhattan, New York. Wow, this doesn't look very good. Let's do some investigation into what this is about. So I'm at the Gerard Adams website, Wall Street Grand, and I see an inflation.us documentary here called The Dollar Bubble. I wonder what legitimate organizations such as inflation.us would be doing posting a video on a website known to manipulate penny stocks. I find it impossible to fathom that John Lebed could possibly be involved with a group of penny stock manipulators. No, I refuse to believe that a stand-up guy such as John Lebed and inflation.us could be involved in penny stock manipulation. Everyone on YouTube tells me what a genius he is, so it can't possibly be true.
As far as any speculative controversy that people may perceive without knowing the actual information, look, there was a person who was 15 years old who broke the law, and he actually kind of took down the system, and 10 years later that person is not 15 years old anymore. That's 10 years ago. That's old, boring news. I mean, I don't even know why people mention it. I have to respond because so many do, but I mean, the man is a genius now, and there's no evidence, nothing unethical about him or his businesses.
Well, okay, you seem sincere enough, but on your channel page it says your occupation is investor and fact finder. Perhaps you could enlighten us by posting a listing of all the stocks promoted by inflation.us and their performance, not just a select few that did well.
And I know a lot of people say that, well, hey, you know, if you turn this into a business, warning people, you've tainted your message. These are the same people, in my opinion, who worship Peter Schiff and Gerald Celente and Jim Rogers, all people writing books, selling their products, selling their newsletters.
No offense, but I've never heard of Jim Rogers or Peter Schiff being paid to promote penny stocks. They make money because they run legitimate businesses that have a clear upfront investment strategy. The motto of inflation.us is preparing for hyperinflation. I guess you guys must be geniuses because not even Peter Schiff claims to know if there will be hyperinflation.
Hey guys, this is George. I just watched the video that was called Checkmate. You know, it's basically a investigative news piece on me, and you know, what else is there to say? It's pretty much true. You know, I think his motivation was to try to maybe shield me from a lot of the criticism that was coming his way, and try to form an association, and you know, something along that lines. You know, you got to be real careful with investing in penny stocks, unless you're a sophisticated trader. That's all I can say. But you know, he supports the channel. It's kind of too bad it had to come out this way. I wish that maybe it didn't come out this way, but you know, I was taking a lot of heat a couple months ago when I ran into Peter Schiff, and I kind of stepped on his toes.
So let me get this straight. Vision Victory was comparing Inflation US to Peter Schiff, and yet Peter Schiff was pissed off at George4title. It's all very confusing. Looking on his website here, I see a video under favorites called Peter Schiff Was Wrong 2008. Oh, and look, it has John Lebed. I wonder why it's private. I can't watch it. I'd be interested to see what the genius has to say. Well, at least if I don't like the investment advice they're providing, I can still enjoy honest, investigative journalism. Let's see what YouTube user Montegraph has to say.
This knucklehead, George4title Inflation US, put out a video several days ago, UCLA near riots, and when I watched that video, I thought it was kind of odd, because when I watched that video the first time around, I'm hearing George and then I'm hearing the audio, and these people are going batshit. You know, you got the cops there, and you got all these protesters there, and you know, they got their batons, and they're rattling the fence, and carrying on. Now, George's audio, in my opinion, when I first saw that, I'm like, something doesn't match. His audio is not matching as if he was there. Now, when you study the video, his opening words in that video are, "We are here at UCLA." Well, who's we? Him and his crew? Him and someone else? Just him and his camera? What does that mean? He didn't elaborate, so let's carry on. Then he says, "It's insane here," as if he's there, live, okay? And then he goes on to say, he says, "What are you doing up there? Hey, chill out, man." Like he's talking to someone maybe up there in the balcony or something, right? But again, the audio, to me, does not match. It just, something didn't sound right. This is where I'm questioning credibility, right? Well, today, I happened to buy his channel, Inflation US. I went to go check out that video to see how it was doing and such. And, you know, read the comments and whatnot. And it's gone. Now, I'm thinking, no, why would it be gone? That video was getting slammed. Why would it be gone? And the other video, too. Something about, you know, being maced or whatever, okay? That video is gone, too. So I start looking down in the, you know, the bulletin board, you know, on the main page and that, where people write comments and such. And I start seeing questions being asked like, "Hey, George, why did you remove the UCLA video?" Or, I clicked on it and there was a copyright infringement by Alexander Sue. This is the funny thing. The video on Alexander Sue's, or excuse me, ASU's is his name, his YouTube, I'll leave a link in the description. When I watched that video, there's no George4title audio in there at all. After reviewing ASU's video, at 30 seconds into the video, you will see with your eyes in the video these guys moving this fence, clanging this fence, clang, clang, clang. Now, in George4title's version, I'm going to call it version, at 30 to 36 seconds, you hear the exact same noise. The clang, 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 clang. You would assume that George4title took that video, overlaid himself speaking in the video to kind of make it look like he was there personally, turned around, uploaded the video, and acted as if it was his own on his personal channel with Inflation US in the video with monetization on the right side of the video.
To guys like Monograph and to all the rest of you guys that are bashing me, you know, unless you want to meet in person, Monty, talk man to man, face to face, you know, don't talk shit to me, okay? I'm right here. I'm not hiding from anybody. I'll go out and meet with you. We'll do a series of videos. I think it'd be really great. We could even put on some boxing gloves and duke it out. I think that would get a lot of views. Oh, hey, regards to the UCLA video, guys, I'm right now working on that. First of all, that was my footage. I did have, well, actually, I don't want to comment on it because right now I'm in deliberations and negotiations with that. And I just want to let you know there's a lot of false copyright claims that are put onto YouTube. It doesn't mean necessarily they're entirely valid. But I was at UCLA. I did shoot that footage. And I will be vindicated. I will be vindicated.
You know, I put together the puzzle. And I think what happens is some people don't quite have the puzzle put together as much.